Hi, I'm Ann Webb with Common Cause North Carolina, and here are 5 things to know about this week in North Carolina politics. Number 1. In this episode, we'll take a look at the shocking attempt by losing candidate Jefferson Griffin to toss out the ballots of thousands of North Carolinians as he tries to overturn the state Supreme Court election. The first thing to know is this: Griffin lost the election. Multiple recounts and careful election audits clearly confirmed that Justice Allison Riggs won the most votes in the 2024 election for the North Carolina State Supreme Court, defeating Jefferson Griffin. But rather than honorably concede and respect the election outcome, Griffin is attempting the unthinkable. He wants our courts to change the rules of the election after the fact, throw away valid ballots, just so he can grab a seat on our state's highest court, despite voters rejecting him. Griffin is just a sore loser. 3 months after Election Day, Griffin still refuses to accept the results. Number 2. So you might be asking, whose ballots are being threatened by Griffin? Griffin wants to toss the votes of North Carolinians of all ages, backgrounds, and political parties. He's going after senior citizens and college students, civilians, and members of the military. And he's challenging the ballots of young people and Black, Latinx, and Asian American voters at especially high rates, all without a shred of evidence. Let's be clear. These 65,000 voters did absolutely nothing wrong. They followed the rules and cast lawful ballots that count. These North Carolinians don't deserve to have their freedom to vote threatened by sore loser Jefferson Griffin. You can find out if Griffin is trying to throw out your vote or the vote of someone you know by going to ccnc.me/Griffin list. Number 3. Griffin has lost at the ballot box, and he's lost in court. After the State Board of Elections rejected Griffin's baseless attempt to toss out votes, Griffin turned to our state courts in pursuit of reversing his election loss. Last week, Wake County Superior Court ruled against Griffin, confirming that the State Board of Elections correctly dismissed Griffin's ridiculous claims. That was an important victory for the people of our state and for the thousands of North Carolinians unjustly targeted by Griffin. But the fight is not yet over. Griffin hasn't stopped pushing his harmful ploy to invalidate the will of voters. Number 4. So, what's next? Having lost his case in Superior Court, Griffin is now turning to the State Court of Appeals. It's possible the case could make it to the State Supreme Court, and the issue could ultimately be decided by the federal courts. But again, Griffin's case is completely without merit. Instead, this is a tantrum through litigation, as Griffin lashes out at voters and he refuses to let North Carolina move on after his election defeat. The stakes couldn't be higher. If Griffin gets his way, it would destroy the foundations of our elections and open the door to more sore loser candidates like Griffin trying to change election rules after the fact, cancel ballots, and ignore the will of North Carolina voters. That must not happen. Number 5. So what can you do? Join Common Cause and thousands of North Carolinians across the state who are standing up and speaking out against Griffin's shameful scheme. One powerful way to take action is by attending an upcoming The People vs. Griffin rally near you. This Saturday, February 15th, Sunday, February 16th, and Monday, February 17th, there will be more than a dozen rallies in every region of the state, with most taking place on Monday's President's Day holiday. Go to ccnc.me/Griffin to find the People vs. Griffin rally closest to you. We need your voice. Please join us. Those were 5 things to know about this week in North Carolina politics. Join us online anytime at commoncausnc.org.